fish for bass that way, but you do it with a worm and plastic worm and all that.
Right.
So I knew this man, and he died also 5 years ago. So it kind of didn't bum me out, but it sure put me in a reflective mood when this was over with last night. So
yeah, well, that's
Okay.
sort of the idea.
this movie could be called A Tale of Two Brothers, couldn't it? It's a little hard to explain though when you look at it in clips. It's almost unfair.
Well, except the one brother that goes probably didn't say it's a far, far better place I go. It is a story about two brothers, and it's a story about two brothers within a family. It's about the family. It's about a deeply loving family that did not understand each other and therefore didn't know how to help one of its members until it was too late. Now that's in the foreground, but beyond that, for me, it had themes that were universal, that went beyond time and place. Even though it's Montana between 1910 and 1930, it goes much, much deeper and much more beyond that. It has, for me, as anything like this would, it has identification in it for people of all levels. Hopefully people will take out of this film something for themselves that is very personal, relating to their own family and their own life experience.
You looked all pumped up on these behind-the-scenes shots, running around giving direction. You looked excited.
I was excited. How could you not be? I was in land that I love, doing something that I love, that I understand, it's nice to do something you know, or to be able to exhibit something that you know about. And to be in an environment which in our day and age is shrinking, sadly, to be in an environment and recreating that same environment when it was more pure was very exciting. Also, there was a wonderful feeling around the making of this film. It was a very small crew. It was a very low-budget film, which meant that we had flexibility. We didn't have the bureaucracy that comes with these monster films with all the cranes and the helicopters and high-tech stuff that come with it, which can be very cumbersome. It takes the soul out of filmmaking. And this was a different experience. We kind of lived it. So I was happy, yeah.
This is a good fall for you. I mean, Sneakers is already a hit, did real well its opening weekend. This movie, I think, will do real well. Kind of Robert Redford's not back because you haven't been gone, but I mean, at least you're out in front of the public, in the fall.
Yeah.
And I think you've been missed.
Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, there has been some reference to where have you been, or I've heard words like come back, which isn't really true. It's really because I did films in the 80s, not as many as in the 70s. I mean, I did The Natural and Out of Africa and Havana and the Malaga Field War. But what it was really more than anything was that I pledged to myself after Ordinary People that I wanted to put something back in my own industry, and I came up with the idea for the Sundance Institute. And that took a lot of time to develop that, longer than I thought. I also wanted to spend some concentrated time working politically in the environment, for the environment, because I thought it was a good use of my time, and it certainly needed it, considering the attitude about the environment in the 80s. So that took longer also.
What is your relationship with the past, as far as your films are concerned?
As far as my films are concerned?
I mean, you look back on them if you're dialing around and say, okay, I might watch a second of that, or no, I can't watch that.
I can't watch. It's so hard. I don't like looking at myself on film, so that's one. Two, I've always, and this is going to sound strange, but it's a fact, that there are some films I haven't seen. And it has to do with an almost superstitious notion about not looking back, that you move forward. I do look very deeply into the past in terms of material for film. But I try not to look too much into my own past because it may disturb my ability to go forward.
All right, prop time. How have you changed since this young man
Thanks for destroying my day. How have I changed?
Yeah, really, how have you changed personally?
I'm less angry, less apprehensive about what's out there. I'm more political. I'm a lot mellower. I've had a much greater experience about letting love out. I have children that are now grown and they're having their own children, so I can disperse whatever love is inside me in a greater way. So those are all changes.
You made me remember my
Older.
dad in this movie, and I really appreciate that. It was a nice memory last night.
Thank you.